Well, Lois, like I was telling you last night.
In the early 1940s, a cartoon version of Superman captivated audiences in animated shorts. By the late 1940s, the character made an exciting shift to live action with the release of 2 film serials. This live-action adaptation opened the door for a television series, which brought Superman to a broader audience. By 1951, fans of the superhero were saying goodbye to the popular radio serial, which concluded its 11-year broadcasting history. Amidst the evolving landscape of superhero media, one of the key figures in this transition was Lois Lane, whose role began to change significantly. As the series progressed, differences in character portrayals and creative directions influenced her decision to step away after the first season. This shift in her storyline raised questions about how she was integrated into the Superman universe, and the evolving dynamics between her and the iconic superhero.
It didn't, Mr. White. Jim Olsen directed it from the rooftop across the street there.
In 1951, a low-budget Superman film featuring George Reeves emerged under the production of Robert Lippert. This film laid the groundwork for what would become the iconic television series. Although the television series began production in the fall of 1951, it faced delays and was shelved for the entire year. By 1952, the series titled Adventures of Superman finally premiered. The show surprised even the cast with its immediate success. Audiences were captivated by Reeves' portrayal of Superman, and the series quickly gained popularity. The production utilized modest resources, but managed to bring the iconic superhero to life in a way that resonated with viewers. Episodes were structured to showcase Superman's heroic deeds, while also humanizing his alter ego, Clark Kent. This blend of adventure and relatable character development contributed significantly to the show's charm. As the series continued, it cemented its place in pop culture history.
Second one to be robbed with a phantom, right? Mm-hmm. Miss Lane asked you to do what?
Filming in black and white influenced the visual storytelling of the Adventures of Superman, particularly during its first 2 seasons. This choice allowed the show to create a particular atmosphere, blending shadows and light in ways that would enhance the dramatic effects of the scenes. The black and white format also had practical implications. Producers wanted to keep costs down, and filming in black and white was less expensive at that time. However, when the series eventually transitioned to shooting in color, the vibrant hues were never actually broadcast in that format. The series maintained its black and white aesthetic when aired, perhaps as a nod to its origins. George Reeves, who portrayed Superman, wore a costume designed in brown and gray. The choice of these colors was not just a creative decision but also a practical one. Being in shades that translated well on camera in black and white made it easier for the production team to work with the limitations of the technology. This adaptation showed how the production team utilized available resources to create a compelling show that resonated with audiences despite financial constraints. The combination of black and white filming with creatively chosen costume colors contributed uniquely to the series' success and its lasting legacy in television history.
He had Arlington speed up his time signals. Since yesterday, your clock has been gaining a fraction of a second every minute.
Despite working under budget constraints, the 1952 TV series Adventures of Superman managed to create a captivating experience for its audience. Filming episodes out of sequence allowed the production team to save costs and maximize the use of available resources. To depict the iconic Daily Planet, the exterior shots relied on the E. Clem Wilson building during the show's first season. This choice provided an authentic look that resonated well with fans of the comic books. Furthermore, the vibrant streets of Metropolis came to life through cleverly designed scenes captured at Los Angeles City Hall and Archeo 40 Acres backlot. These locations were transformed into bustling street scenes, adding to the overall appeal of the show. The creative use of these sites proved that even with a limited budget, compelling storytelling remains possible. Viewers were treated to thrilling adventures, while the behind-the-scenes efforts worked tirelessly to maintain production value, ensuring the series left a lasting legacy in television history.
Specially built, specially, lined with lead.
Look, Doc, the temperature's your department.
After the 3rd season of Adventures of Superman, George Reeves found himself in a challenging position. He felt the need to quit the show, and considered contacting Kirk Alyn, the actor who had played Superman in earlier serials, to take his place. However, when Reeves tried to finance his own series, the effort did not pan out as he had hoped. This led him to return to the role that had made him famous. In the aftermath of these developments, Reeves was offered a salary increase, which helped him feel more secure in his position. The show was popular, and the increase acknowledged his contributions to its success. Meanwhile, Bill Kennedy, who provided the opening narration for the series, received a payment of $350 for his work. However, he did not receive any residuals for his narration, which was a common practice in the industry at the time. This financial arrangement highlighted some of the challenges faced by those involved in television production during the early years of the medium.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as you...
The costume worn by George Reeves in the 1952 series Adventures of Superman was specially designed with padding to create a bulkier and more heroic appearance. This padding contributed to the iconic image of Superman as an imposing figure, enhancing the visual impact on screen. Despite the enhanced costume, Reeves took on a significant amount of the physicality associated with the role. He performed most of his own stunts, showcasing his dedication to embodying the character in a believable way. His stunts involved risky feats, including jumping from heights that required precision and confidence. For the flying scenes, the production utilized wire work and body support platforms to simulate flight. These techniques were crucial for creating the illusion of Superman soaring through the skies. The combination of costume padding, Reeves' commitment to performing stunts, and innovative stagecraft contributed to the show's enduring appeal, and helped establish a beloved portrayal of the superhero that resonated with audiences. The distinctive approach to action in the series paved the way for future adaptations of the character.
Go to work, would you?
Work, I sure would.
As production continued, exterior landings became a hallmark of the series, showing Superman jumping from ladders or swinging from bars outside windows. These stunts added excitement and dynamic visuals to the episodes. The production team creatively captured the essence of Superman's heroic abilities, bringing comic book panels to life in a way that kept viewers engaged. The integration of these landing scenes served as a fun way to illustrate the character's superhuman strength and agility, while also showcasing the challenges he faced in his adventures. Meanwhile, Kellogg's sponsorship played an essential role in the show's longevity. Their commercials provided valuable funding for the series to continue making episodes. However, in a curious twist, the advertisements did not feature Superman or Lois Lane, which was a bit unusual for a program centered around such iconic characters. This unusual marketing strategy highlighted the importance of branding and how companies would seek to promote their products even in unconventional ways. The blend of thrilling action with clever marketing created a unique viewing experience.
Golden Vulture, that's a wild guess, and I'll prove to you I'm right.
Superman merchandise became a huge hit in the 1950s, especially items like capes that children eagerly wanted to wear to imitate their favorite superhero. However, this growing popularity led to safety concerns. The capes, though a fun way for kids to feel like Superman, sometimes cause accidents, with children getting caught in things or tripping while playing. The manufacturers and producers realized that the fun of pretending to fly like Superman had risks, especially if kids were using capes in ways that could harm them. In response to these concerns, George Reeves, the actor who portrayed Superman, made a public service announcement in 1955. In this say, he warned children not to imitate Superman's dangerous stunts, emphasizing the importance of safety. He made it clear that while it was fun to pretend to be a superhero, certain actions, like jumping off high places or running too fast, were dangerous and should be avoided. Reeves' announcement was an effort to ensure that children enjoyed the superhero world safely without putting themselves at risk. Meanwhile, on set, John Hamilton, who played Perry White, had his own set of challenges. As the actor grew older, he started to struggle with remembering his lines during filming. To cope with this difficulty, Hamilton would often hide his scripts in his desk papers, using them as a quick reference during takes. This allowed him to continue performing his role despite his memory issues, but it also caused some challenges for the production team, as they needed to accommodate his special way of handling his lines. His ability to continue working despite these challenges speaks to his professionalism and commitment to his role on the show. The combination of merchandising, safety concerns, and Hamilton's memory troubles added a unique behind-the-scenes element to the making of Adventures of Superman.
Miles away on a wild goose chase.
While playing the role of Clark Kent in the 1952 series Adventures of Superman, George Reeves initially wore lensless glasses. This choice helped convey the mild-mannered and unassuming nature of Clark, making it easier for audiences to accept his disguise. However, as the series progressed, Reeves shifted to wearing actual prescription glasses. This subtle change added depth to his character, reflecting the complexities of Clark Kent and Superman's dual identities. On the other hand, Phyllis Coates portrayed Lois Lane in the first season. Her performance as Lois brought a unique energy to the show. Coates' interpretation of Lois Lane was notably more aggressive and assertive than that of later actress Noel Neill, who took on the role after Coates left the series. Neill's portrayal was characterized by a softer approach, emphasizing charm and a more traditional romantic dynamic with Superman. The contrasts in these portrayals highlight the evolution of the characters and the different ways storylines could develop through the series.
Copy, such as sodium amytal truth serum. Had enough?
All right.
Speculations on Phyllis Coates' departure from the 1952 TV series Adventures of Superman suggest that set drinking issues may have played a role in her leaving, along with her interest in pursuing other projects. Coates portrayed Lois Lane in a manner that resonated with audiences, presenting the character as a fast-talking and serious journalist. This portrayal was influential in establishing the character's strength and independence. Despite receiving a substantial offer to return to the show, Coates declined, indicating that there were major unresolved issues that persisted, which may have stemmed from her experiences on set or her desire to move forward in her career. Her absence after appearing in 24 episodes significantly impacted the show, altering the dynamic and chemistry that had been established. The way Coates played Lois Lane set a standard for female characters in superhero narratives, leaving a lasting legacy on the genre. As such, her decision not to return highlighted the complications behind the scenes and the challenges actors can face in balancing career ambitions with production environments. Coates' departure ultimately resonated with the show's evolution, marking a pivotal moment in its history.
Too bad this is just a tape.
As George Reeves starred in the 1952 television series Adventures of Superman, he developed strong connections with his co-stars, particularly with the actresses who played Lois Lane. These relationships were characterized by mutual respect and camaraderie. Reeves often took on the role of protector, standing up for them when issues arose on set. His support created a more positive working environment, showcasing his commitment to fostering teamwork among cast members. However, the joy of the show was overshadowed by the tragic events leading to Reeves's untimely death in 1959. He died from a gunshot wound, and the circumstances surrounding his death remain shrouded in mystery, captivating public interest for decades. Many theories suggest foul play, but nothing has definitively explained why or how it happened. Additionally, a narrator has created a video that takes viewers to Reeves' birthplace and home, offering insights into his early life and the influences that shaped his career. This exploration serves as a reminder of both his contributions to television and the enduring questions about his life and legacy.
Can threaten me until the cows come home, but it won't do you one solitary bit of good.
While George Reeves is interred in Altadena, California, his legacy continues to shine through the memories of fans and the star he earned on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. This symbol of his contributions to the entertainment world reminds everyone of the impact he made as Superman. For many viewers, like the narrator who reflects on childhood memories, watching the adventures of Superman was not just entertainment, but a magical experience that captured their imagination. Each episode brought the thrilling adventures of Superman to life, and the famous introduction with the words "faster than a speeding bullet" became iconic. It set the stage for excitement and showcased the extraordinary heroics of Clark Kent. The show holds a special place in the hearts of those who grew up during that time, making the character a beloved figure in American culture that transcends generations, evoking nostalgia and admiration for the man who wore the cape.
Too long, my friend, too long. I've missed our little talks. What brings you here now?
Well, Professor, I need your help.
The 1952 TV series Adventures of Superman holds a special place in the hearts of many viewers, often remembered fondly for its light-hearted take on heroism and its memorable performances. One common thread among the reviews is the strong nostalgic sentiment expressed by viewers who enjoyed the series during its original run or in reruns. Many recall rushing home from school to catch episodes, feeling a rush of excitement and joy with each viewing. For some, like one passionate fan, George Reeves embodies the character of Superman, representing an era of uncomplicated heroism marked by values like truth, justice, and the American way. This perspective highlights the appeal of a protagonist free from the complexities and darker shades often seen in later adaptations. Another reviewer echoes the sentiment about Reeves' performance, praising his portrayal of Superman, while appreciating the excellent supporting cast that enhanced the overall storytelling. The show has been characterized as pure fun, with narratives designed to entertain rather than delve into serious themes. The lighthearted tone, even with occasional tongue-in-cheek elements, offers an escape from the mundanity of everyday life, with one reviewer insisting that if viewers wanted seriousness, they could simply turn on the news. The appeal of the series goes beyond simple nostalgia. It speaks to a collective yearning for fantasy and a break from the seriousness of reality, a quality that many can relate to and appreciate. The request for a complete video release of the series underscores the lasting legacy of the show and the desire of fans to share this experience with newer generations. In terms of different viewpoints, it's clear that some viewers cherish the simplistic heroism that Adventures of Superman delivers, while others may yearn for more complex narratives and character development that later adaptations explore. However, the series remains a beloved classic among those who look for escapism and a reflection of straightforward ideals. Overall, Adventures of Superman not only captivated its audience during its initial broadcast, but it has also endured through reruns and fond memories, representing an era of television that many feel is irreplaceable. Its balance of fun storytelling and iconic performances continues to resonate, making it a timeless piece of entertainment history.
Seeing you.
As we close the chapter on the thrilling adventures of Superman, the excitement doesn't end here. Stay tuned for a special bonus segment where we dive deeper into the lives of the cast who brought these iconic characters to life. What happened to them after they stepped away from the spotlight? From the ambitious journey of George Reeves, who famously donned the cape, to the unique paths forged by the talented supporting actors, their stories are filled with surprises, challenges, and triumphs. Discover how this beloved show impacted their lives, the struggles they faced, and the legacies they left behind. This is not just a glimpse into Hollywood history. It's a look at what it means to wear the mantle of a hero, both on and off screen. Don't miss this captivating exploration as we reveal the hidden tales that followed the final credits of Superman.
I want to get these developed tonight so I can catch the early edition.
Right, I'll get the story on paper.
Miss Lane,
In the 1952 television series Adventures of Superman, Sterling Holloway portrayed Professor Oscar Quinn, a character marked by a blend of intellect and vulnerability. Quinn's role involved the exploration of advanced scientific concepts, which often led him into perilous situations requiring Superman's intervention. His character brought a unique depth to the show as he grappled with moral dilemmas and the consequences of scientific ambition. Holloway's performance was marked by a haunting quality, reflecting both wisdom and an underlying sense of dread. After Adventures of Superman, Sterling Holloway's career continued to thrive, especially in voice acting, where he lent his unique voice to beloved Disney characters like the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland and the Stork in Dumbo. Beyond his professional achievements, Holloway faced personal struggles, including battles with anxiety and depression, which he kept largely private. He was married multiple times, with struggles in his relationships being a recurring theme in his life. Notably, Holloway remained reclusive in his later years, living away from the public eye. The last known information suggests he passed away in 1992, leaving behind a legacy that remains influential in both film and television. His life serves as a testament to the complexities faced by artists, highlighting the darkness that can accompany creative brilliance. Myron Healy's portrayal of Captain Mudd in the 1952 series Adventures of Superman captured attention with a mix of charm and villainy. He portrayed a criminal mastermind with captivating cunning that made him stand out among the show's rogues. His character was ruthless and memorable, leaving a lasting impression even after the show's run. Following that role, Healy's career continued with guest appearances on various TV shows, including The Twilight Zone and Mission Impossible, showcasing his range as an actor. Despite his professional successes, Healy faced personal challenges. He struggled with alcoholism, which took a toll on his career and relationships. His life was marked by periods of instability, leading to professional setbacks. Scandals regarding personal conduct also surfaced, creating a shadow around his otherwise celebrated career. In later years, he withdrew from the public eye, focusing on personal recovery. He passed away in 25, leaving behind a legacy of intriguing performances intertwined with a complex personal story.
It's 8 o'clock.
And the trap is baited. All the wrecker has to do is to walk into it.
Paul Burke portrayed the character of Ace in the 1952 series Adventures of Superman, offering a compelling blend of charm and danger. This character, initially a supporting role, became notable for his cunning and unpredictable nature. Burke's performance added depth to the show's narrative, showcasing his ability to tackle complex emotions even in a brief appearance. After the show ended, Burke faced many challenges. His career continued through various television roles, but he struggled to maintain stardom. His personal life was marked by shadows. He had a tumultuous marriage, leading to a highly publicized divorce. Additionally, Burke battled addiction, which affected both his career and relationships, leading to a decline in significant roles. Despite these obstacles, he still found moments of clarity and redirection in life. Ultimately, Burke's later years are shrouded in mystery as little information is available about him after the 1980s. The absence of updates leaves a lingering curiosity about the man behind the character, reflecting the uncertainty of fame and its toll. Jack Larson is best known for his portrayal of Jimmy Olsen in the 1952 television series Adventures of Superman. His character became iconic for embodying the youthful spirit and curiosity that complemented Superman's heroic nature. Larson brought a unique charm to the role that resonated with audiences, establishing a lasting connection with the character. After the show, Larson faced challenges in the entertainment industry as typecasting limited his opportunities. He shifted focus to writing and stage production, showcasing his versatility beyond acting. Larson's life was not without turmoil. He experienced the pressures of fame and personal hardships, including struggles with his sexuality during a time when it was not commonly accepted. There were rumors of tumultuous relationships and the behind-the-scenes stress of Hollywood. In his later years, Larson became a successful playwright and worked on various projects, but the shadow of his earlier fame lingered. The last known information suggests that he lived a reclusive life, quietly reflecting on his past until he passed away in 2023. His story, filled with both triumph and tragedy, remains a poignant chapter in television history.
You didn't come into my room. These walls are solid.
Phyllis Coates made her mark as Lois Lane in the 1952 television series Adventures of Superman, capturing audiences with her bold portrayal of the dedicated reporter. Coates breathed life into Lois, making her a strong female character in a time when such roles were rare. Her performance shone through in her chemistry with George Reeves, who played Superman, creating a dynamic partnership that resonated with fans. However, after the series ended, Coates struggled to find roles that matched her initial success, often being typecast. Throughout her life, Coates faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actor and director John H. Jack Coates, which ended in divorce. She was involved in a scandal when she was mistakenly linked to a high-profile murder case in the 1970s, causing media frenzy and affecting her public image. Despite these challenges, she persevered in her acting career, appearing in various television shows and films, though never recapturing her earlier fame. The last known information about Coates highlights her reclusive nature, as she has largely stayed out of the public eye in recent years. Available details suggest she is living a quiet life, reflecting on her unique and complex journey.
He got away.
What was you doing in front of the Daily Planet?
Just like you told me, I was spreading the word. And Mr. Kent was going to write me up a big story.
Kent the Re...
Ben Weldon portrayed leftover Louis Lyman in the 1952 series Adventures of Superman, a character that epitomized the gritty underworld of crime. Louis was a petty criminal, an embodiment of the darker side of society, reflecting the struggles of those caught in desperate situations. This role resonated with viewers, showcasing Weldon's ability to convey depth and humanity within a troubled character. Following his time on the show, Weldon's career continued along a rocky path. He struggled with occasional typecasting, largely being seen as a character actor in roles that were not entirely fulfilling. Personal challenges also plagued him, including battles with addiction that at times overshadowed his career. Rumors of a turbulent private life circulated, hinting at failed relationships and legal troubles that added a layer of complexity to his public persona. The last known information about Weldon is sparse, with no significant updates on his life in recent decades. His legacy remains in the shadows, as interest in his personal struggles and performances endures among fans of classic television.
Crowbar, but I am interested in a knife.
A knife?
Yes, the dagger that was supposedly flattened on Superman's chest. I believe you have it.
Dabbs Greer played Dan Dobey, a character whose presence highlighted the moral dilemmas and complexities of the human condition in the 1952 series Adventures of Superman. Dobey, often depicted as a chief inspector, faced challenges that mirrored societal issues of law and justice during that time. Greer's performance added depth to the character, making him one of the notable supporting roles. After Superman, Greer's career continued with appearances in various films and television shows like Little House on the Prairie, where he portrayed the Reverend Alden, a role that further endeared him to audiences. Behind the scenes, Greer's life was marked by personal struggles. He faced the dark side of fame with battles against alcoholism that affected his family life. In later years, Greer's health declined, and he battled cancer. He passed away in 2007, leaving behind a legacy as a versatile actor. His life serves as both a cautionary tale of the entertainment industry and a reminder of the human experience's fragility.
Dreams come true?
If you wish, yes. If it's a bad dream, I can keep it from happening.
John Doucette played the role of Foster in the 1952 television series Adventures of Superman, bringing a sense of menace to his character. Doucette's portrayal stood out as he navigated the world of crime and conflict, illustrating the darker themes that often complemented Superman's heroism. His presence on the show marked a notable moment in the series, as his character faced off against iconic heroes with a mix of cunning and malevolence. Outside of this role, Doucette's career spanned several decades, featuring in over 300 films and television shows, often cast in roles that capitalized on his rugged appearance and intense demeanor. Behind the scenes, his life was marked by significant personal struggles. Doucette battled alcoholism and faced tumultuous relationships that led to challenges in his later career, contributing to a mysterious aura around him. His final years were shrouded in silence, with little information available after the 1980s. He passed away in 1990, leaving a legacy that continues to intrigue fans.
Actually, what it appears to be. Actually, it's a tank of napalm, jellied gasoline.
Lane Bradford portrayed the character Al in the 1952 series Adventures of Superman. This role, while minor, showcased Bradford's ability to embody a tough, streetwise persona that fit well within the show's heroic landscape. After his stint on the series, Bradford's career took on various twists. He appeared in several films, often in westerns, which capitalized on his rugged looks. However, the trajectory of his life was far from stable. Bradford faced genuine struggles, including a reported battle with alcoholism, which significantly impacted his acting opportunities. His personal life was marked by turmoil, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. Bradford was known to have difficult relationships with family, contributing to his increasingly isolated lifestyle. By the late 1960s, he had faded from the public eye, with few details about his life leaking into the press. Known for his reclusive nature, Bradford's last known years were spent away from the spotlight. He passed away relatively unnoticed, leaving behind a legacy overshadowed by his struggles. The specifics of his later years remain largely undisclosed, adding an air of mystery to his already enigmatic life.
That you wouldn't dare print it. Whatever you can prove, I'll print. Okay. Come on.
Eileen Roberts portrayed Alice Horn in the Adventures of Superman series in 1952. Her performance marked by a blend of vulnerability and strength that captivated audiences. Alice Horn was a complex character, caught in dark and perilous situations that showcased Roberts' acting prowess. This role, however, did not lead to a long-running career in Hollywood. After the series ended, Roberts struggled to find substantial roles in an industry that was rapidly changing. Her personal life was riddled with challenges. Reports surfaced about her difficult relationships that often drew attention and scrutiny. One of her notable struggles involved a publicized failed marriage that painted her in a less than flattering light, contributing to a tarnished reputation. Additionally, she faced financial difficulties that led to a significant downturn in her career. As time passed, Eileen Roberts faded from the limelight, and her last known whereabouts remain unclear, leaving many to wonder about the woman behind the roles. There are few records of her later life, making her story one marked by mystery.
Of course I remember. Do you mind repeating what you just said?
Are you all right, Arthur?
Yes, my dear.
I'm sure.
George Reeves was best known for his role as Clark Kent in the 1952 television series Adventures of Superman. His portrayal of the iconic superhero endeared him to audiences, establishing him as the face of Superman during this era. However, the success of the show did not translate into a fulfilling career. Typecast as the Man of Steel, he struggled to find diverse roles that showcased his acting range. Reeves faced personal challenges, including a tumultuous love life, which involved high-profile relationships, notably with socialite Leonore Lemon. Behind the scenes, the pressures of fame took a toll. He was often caught in the web of Hollywood scandals, including rumors about his mental health, and his struggles with the industry's expectations weighed heavily on him. His life was marked by tragedy when, in June 1959, he was found dead in his home at the age of 45, officially ruled a suicide. Some speculate foul play, fueling persistent mysteries surrounding his death. The last known details remain vague, leaving many unanswered questions about his untimely demise.
Here, just in from the States. Read that. Okay.
Noel Neill portrayed Lois Lane in the 1952 television series Adventures of Superman, becoming an iconic figure in American pop culture. Her portrayal of the tenacious reporter set the tone for future representations of the character. Neill brought depth and strength to Lois, often displaying a fierce determination to uncover the truth. Yet her character also faced significant danger, enhancing the dramatic tension of the show. As Neill navigated her early career, she faced the complexities of Hollywood's dynamics, often balancing fame with personal trials. After the show ended, her life took challenging turns. She battled financial difficulties and navigated a difficult marriage to actor and director Robert McKee. During the later years, Neill also dealt with issues surrounding health and aging in an industry that often moves on from its stars. In her final years, she remained connected to her fans, attending conventions, and speaking on her experiences. Noel Neill passed away in 2016, leaving behind a legacy that continues to resonate with Superman fans and pop culture enthusiasts alike. Dan Seymour played the role of Ace in the 1952 television series Adventures of Superman, bringing a gritty intensity to his character. Ace was portrayed as a complex figure, often skirting the edges of morality, showcasing the darker side of humanity in the show's crime-fighting context. Seymour's performance resonated with audiences, illustrating a character caught between good and evil, reflecting his own life struggles after the camera stopped rolling. Following his time on the show, Seymour faced many personal and professional challenges. His career hit obstacles as television began shifting away from live dramas, and he encountered difficulties finding steady work, leading to financial instability. In his personal life, Seymour was known to grapple with addiction, which further complicated his relationships and career. Reports suggest he struggled with isolation, making emotional connections harder to maintain. As of the latest updates, Seymour's whereabouts remain largely unknown, shrouded in mystery, leaving fans and history alike wondering about the fate of this once prominent actor.
No, I haven't. All the police know is what they started out with. The car was last seen heading onto the turnpike.
Robert Shane portrayed Inspector Henderson in the 1952 television series Adventures of Superman. His character was a steadfast ally of Superman, often depicted as a dedicated detective who relied on years of experience and keen intuition to solve cases involving crime and villainy. Shane's portrayal of Henderson brought a sense of gravitas to the role, effectively balancing authority with a hint of vulnerability. His work on the show marked a significant part of his career, yet it was just one facet of a much more complex life story. After Adventures of Superman concluded, Shane's career continued but faced challenges. He appeared in various films and television programs, though none matched the prominence of his role in Superman. Personal hardships shadowed his later years, including battles with health issues and financial struggles. Despite his earlier success, there were accidents, such as a serious car crash that led to a lengthy recovery, impacting both his personal life and career trajectory. Notably, Shane dealt with the pressures of Hollywood and its fleeting nature, which contributed to a sense of isolation in his later life. Shane's last known activities remain obscured, with limited information available after his appearances in the 1970s. He passed away in 1992, but details about his final years remain scarce, leaving his legacy somewhat enigmatic. As fans reflect on his contributions, the life he led beyond the screen offers a reminder that even celebrated figures can face dark times and challenges.
Anymore. May I take her to a hospital?
She can't be moved right now. I'll take care of Miss Molesky and Miss Lane.
As we wrap up our look at Adventures of Superman, it's clear the show left a lasting mark on its cast and viewers alike. George Reeves, who brought Superman to life, faced challenges in his career that many can relate to, striving for recognition beyond the Cape. The series not only introduced thrilling storylines, but also became a part of everyday life for people growing up in the 1950s. The charm of Metropolis, Clark Kent's dual life, and the adventures he faced made fond memories for many. Were you one of those lucky viewers who tuned in as a child? Perhaps you remember the excitement of seeing Superman fly across the screen, or how the show's stories mirrored the hopes and struggles of the time. We invite you to share your memories in the comments. What moments stand out to you? Did you have a favorite episode or a nostalgic memory tied to the series? Your stories help keep the spirit of those days alive.